Okay, so you'll notice at the bottom of the screen on the left hand side there's a tab that says Previous, so you can go back, and then there's a tab on the right hand side that says Next. That's how you can navigate through this particular module, so you can go back and forth between the different activities. So I'm going to click on Next. Okay, so this right here is a page that has the reading response questions for the first reading, Organizing on Structure, pages 195 through 203. So there are three questions here, and again, I want to emphasize the importance of including specific quotations from the reading itself to help you respond to these questions. And not only just including quotations, but also explaining and analyzing what these quotations mean, how they connect to these different questions here, how they adequately respond to them. So once you've read the section carefully, you're ready to submit your responses, you'll go ahead at the top here, it says Submit Assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, Submit Assignment. And then below the questions will appear a text entry box. So this is where you'll go ahead and post your responses to the questions. Now I recommend composing the questions in a Word document or on Google Docs before, just rather than just going straight into the text entry box, because something might happen and it could potentially get erased, so you don't want that. So what I recommend is compose them elsewhere and then copy and paste them and put them into the text entry box. And you'll notice all the tools up here are pretty standard tools for the different different word processors and whatnot. So once you're ready to submit that, you'll go ahead and submit the assignment. You'll click on the Submit Assignment tab, and then that's how you'll go ahead and submit those to me. So then when you're ready to move on to the next one, you'll click on Next. Now this page right here is a discussion board post, and it's for practice session 1, part 1, structure after the fact, and that can be found on pages 200 through 202. So what you'll do is you'll read the practice session in the book itself, and you'll complete that practice session using draft 2 of Major Essay Project 1. So that will be the subject of the practice session. So this practice session is going to ask you to organize your essay using index cards, or you could use post-it notes or even cut out pieces of paper to see how you can think about the structure of it. So using those concepts that they were talking about in the reading itself on structure, they give that example with Rebecca Skloot and how she was composing her book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and they show you that picture of how she laid out her index cards on her bed. We want you to do the same thing. So you're going to take a photo of how you've laid out your index cards or your post-it notes or whatever, and then you're going to write a report of at least 250 words in length talking about your structure, maybe what you discovered in that. Now there are more specifics in the practice session in the book itself, so you want to make sure that you're actually reading through that. So once you post your photo and your report, so you'll click on the reply and that's how you'll post it, I want you to read through some of your colleagues' posts, and I want you to respond to at least 2 other people's posts, just talking about what they discovered and seeing if you can point out any feedback or whatnot. It'll just be a way for you guys to share this with one another. So once you do that, you'll go ahead and post that, reply to your classmates. You'll go ahead and move on to the next one, and I'll show you that in the next video.